Ted Danson is back again, now starring in the new Netflix original series, A Man on the Inside. Playing an aging retiree, he gets tasked with going on an undercover mission at a retirement community facility in the San Francisco Bay Area. The series is created by Michael Schur, who was also responsible for NBC's hit sitcom, The Good Place, which also starred Danson alongside Kristen Bell. Schur once again hits it big time with Danson in the lead, and the outrageous story is actually based on a real man's experience as an amateur sleuth. With a total of 8 episodes, A Man on the Inside highlights the daily life of the elderly and deals with themes of loneliness, isolation, and friendship in old age. It's based upon the documentary, The Mole Agent, which follows the true story of Sergio Chamy, an 83-year-old widower hired to spy on a nursing home in Chile when mistreatment of the residents was expected. Directed by Maite Alberti, the documentary received acclaim, especially for its heartwarming depiction of the charming Sergio and his ability to uplift the many people around him. A Man on the Inside also features Sally Struthers, Susan Rattan, Margaret Avery, and Stephen McKinley as the various colorful residents opposite Danson, and they're all comedic gold in the lighthearted series. Danson stars as Charles Neuwindick, a widower and former college professor who now spends most of his time alone in the wake of his wife's death a year prior. Mary Elizabeth Ellis, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, stars as his daughter, Emily, who grows concerned at his growing isolation and encourages him to become more social. This leads him to answer an ad in the paper posted by a private investigator, Julie, played by Lila Richcreek. Julie then hires him to infiltrate the retirement community home, Pacific View, to investigate potential mistreatment of the residents by the staff after one woman, Helen Kubler, Danielle Kennedy, gets her necklace stolen. Stephanie Beatrice plays Dee Dee, the strict managing director at Pacific View who grows suspicious of Charles. As he then continues to investigate the staff and residents, Charles becomes friends with them and branches out as he realizes his grief has been keeping him away from human connection. While A Man on the Inside takes many creative liberties with its story, including its differentiation in location from the source material, the core of Danson's character is inspired by the lively Sergio, who may not have been a great spy but was able to bond with residents easily thanks to his sweet demeanor. A main part of the comedy in Danson's performance comes with his inability to correctly use the various technologies and gadgets given to him by Julie. This was a real-life issue for Sergio as well, as he went undercover and contributed to his difficulties at being a mole. Danson's most hilarious scene partner is his tape recorder, which he uses to report back to Julia, unnecessarily so at times. His useless, rambling monologues he records for her are adorably endearing and funny. In the documentary, Sergio's in-depth character study demonstrates how he could use his charm to get to the bottom of the case despite his technological difficulties and easily befriend potential suspects. This is reflected in Charles's character, who instantly becomes the most popular resident when he arrives. Creator of the series, Schur, discussed how touched he was by the documentary and decided to create the series. As reported by People, I knew almost nothing about the Mole Agent, and I just fell for it so hard. The hero, Sergio, is so wonderfully wrought, so real, just a lovely human being. The Mole Agent debuted at the 2020 Sundance Film Festival to rave reviews. Its high-spirited portrayal of Sergio Chamy became a heartwarming tale of love and friendship, as well as the risks the elderly face in growing isolated and lonely. A Man on the Inside also takes further liberties, as Sergio was sent in to uncover abuse and mistreatment, not any theft, like a necklace. As it turns out, there was no such mistreatment going on as the documentary revealed, and in turn, Sergio instead got to break out of his shell in the wake of his wife's death and form friendships. It received an Academy Award nomination for Best Documentary Feature but lost to Netflix's My Octopus Teacher. It's lost none of its poignancy in the years since, and A Man on the Inside carries that same sincerity, grounded in Danson's great lead performance. The Mole Agent is also currently streaming on Netflix, alongside A Man on the Inside. A Man on the Inside is available to stream on Netflix.